Courage wins all. In the sun-drenched kingdom of the south, where the temple towers touched the clouds, an elder named Marin lived in a house of stone and silk. He held a ruby jewel that glowed like a trapped summer sun. He called his eldest son, Ajay, to his side. "This jewel belongs to our family," Marin said, "but wealth is only a burden if it is not matched by a man's own skill." Marin then turned to his younger son, Vijay, who was restless and strong. "I challenge you both to leave home for 7 years," Marin declared. "Learn a trade that serves our land. When you return, the one who has shown the most growth shall inherit this stone." Vijay nodded, his hand already gripping an imaginary sword at his hip. The next morning, the brothers packed their bags and set off. At the great stone crossroads outside the city, they stopped to say their goodbyes. Ajay chose the path toward the northern mountains to seek the scholars of the sky, while Vijay turned toward the river valleys where the great warriors trained. Ajay traveled to a quiet temple nestled in the hills. Under the guidance of a wise guru, he spent his nights on the temple roof. He learned to read the positions of the stars on bronze plates, tracking the movement of the planets and the secrets written in the constellations. Meanwhile, Vijay joined a famous Kalari, a school for martial arts. His teacher was a stern man who pushed him to be faster than a striking cobra. Day after day, Vijay practiced with wooden sticks and then curved steel blades until his movements were as fluid as a mountain stream. 7 years passed like a fleeting dream. The brothers met once again at the same stone crossroads, now grown into men of great presence. Ajay carried a bundle of star maps and a brass telescope, while Vijay carried a heavy, polished sword and a shield of toughened leather. They walked home together, eager to share their successes. When they reached their family estate, they found the gates hanging off their hinges and the garden overgrown. They rushed inside to find Marin sitting on the floor of the empty hall, his head in his hands and his clothes tattered. Ajay knelt quickly to check on his father. "Bandits from the haunted forest raided us," Marin whispered to Vijay, his voice trembling. "They took the gold, the grain, and the family jewel. I have nothing left to give you." Vijay's eyes burned with a fierce light as he gripped his father's hand, promising justice. While Vijay prepared his armor, Ajay did not reach for a weapon. Instead, he spread his star maps across the dusty floor and looked at the position of the moon. He calculated the shadows and the alignment of the stars from the night of the robbery. "The stars tell me they have fled to the Forest of Whispers," Ajay said, pointing toward the dark, jagged woods in the east. Vijay marched toward the Forest of Whispers. The trees were twisted like ancient skeletal fingers, and a thick, purple mist clung to the ground. He was a brave warrior, but the unnatural silence of the woods made his skin prickle. He unsheathed his sword, the steel gleaming in the dim light. Suddenly, pale, flickering shapes emerged from the mist. They were ghosts, translucent and cold. Before Vijay could swing his blade, a mischievous spirit darted forward and snatched the sword right out of his hand. The ghost giggled a hollow sound and vanished into the fog. Vijay realized he could not defeat ghosts with strength alone. He remembered the heavy, woven blanket in his pack. He wrapped it tightly around himself from head to toe, hiding his human warmth and shape until he looked like nothing more than a lumpy, dark shadow. He crept toward a moonlit clearing where the ghosts were gathered for a dance. The chief ghost, a towering spirit with a long, silver beard that trailed on the ground, led the eerie celebration. Vijay joined the outer circle, swaying and hopping just like the spirits did, hidden by his blanket. As the chief ghost spun past him, Vijay acted with the speed he had learned at the Kalari. He reached out from beneath his blanket with a small hidden knife and snip, he cut off a long lock of the spirit's silver beard. The chief ghost froze instantly, his power trapped in the hair Vijay now held. "The ghosts are your eyes, and now you are mine," Vijay commanded the chief ghost. "Lead me to the bandits." The spirit, fearing for his beard, pointed to a hidden cave behind a waterfall. There, Vijay found the bandits celebrating. He used the cover of the mist to surprise them, quickly disarming the leader. Vijay returned to the village as the sun rose, leading a line of captured bandits and carrying a heavy chest. He entered the house and knelt before Marin, opening the lid to reveal the glowing ruby jewel. "The bandits are caught, and our honor is restored," Vijay said. Marin looked at both his sons, the one who found the way and the one who cleared the path. He held the jewel out to them, but Ajay and Vijay shook their heads. They decided to set the jewel in the center of their home. "It is not a prize for one," Ajay said, "but a symbol that wisdom and courage must always walk together."